So good morning all, and a little bit of a test drive out on this today. We are out on a Triumph Sprint. Just giving this a ride test. Now, you may have seen the ride test that we did pre-sale video, and obviously customer has seen that video, called in, liked the bike, come down, had a look, and has decided to purchase. So up to me now just to give it one quick road test, just check she is all okay, all operational, everything works correctly, and that we're all good. So just out for a quick ride test on this. Now with these Triumph Sprints, and I did absolutely love this bike when I first rode it. Nice high bar position on this, those mirrors super wide. I've got a perfect 100% view of that road behind me. Do love the design on these Triumphs. The bars are quite high on this. It's not your standard sort of clip-ons or low bars on these Triumph Sprints, so an excellent touring bike. Yeah, I've got the ability to obviously put a set of panniers and a top box on this. Gear changes lovely and smooth, and this is the ABS version as well, so you've got ABS on this. Absolutely love. The only thing obviously the customer did comment on was that the peg position is slightly back. Yeah, it is a touring bike, but the peg position is set up slightly back from mid position, so you've got a very sporty feel for it. You can actually tuck your legs back, and I do like pegs that go towards the back of the bike. I do like my sports pegs, but this handles so well, and that purr of that Triumph, especially when you get the power on, and the power delivery on this is absolutely lovely. So not a problem to get it through that 6-speed box and just sit it at 70 mile an hour, and it is really comfortable. It just doesn't phase. Now I've got, I'd say, a moderate headwind coming in, but even look, with one hand off the bar, how stable that bike holds. It's just so planted, and the tyres on this super grippy, as I said when I did the first video. And it's actually lovely to get out on a big bike and just sit at a decent speed. And these Triumphs are absolutely beautiful, that you could tour for miles and miles and miles on this one. And with those mirrors I can just check that traffic over my shoulder. I haven't got to do any head checks, even though I do like to do them. But as soon as you lay that power on, it just shifts absolutely perfectly. You've got loads of torque there, loads of response. But you could just sit at 70 absolutely perfectly all day long. Obviously got a slight screen to the front of this. It does take a little bit of the wind deflection away, but obviously I can feel the wind on the head. Not a problem. It's the feel of that air in your face. Absolutely love it. That's what being out on a bike is all about. Just being on your own, enjoying the roads. Wind in the face. Obviously knees are tucked in really nice to this tank. Design on this Triumph tank is absolutely lovely. You just get your knees tucked away nice and easily under that tank, and with that peg position back, it does tuck you in very well. Seating on this is super lovely as well. It's a mid to soft seat on this one, sort of a feeling that you would get if you had a gel seat on your bike, but it's set up for touring absolutely perfectly. So an all-day commuter, if you're doing something like 30-40 miles to work, this is just going to eat those miles up. But just look how well and how planted that steers around the corners. Avoid the right between the two, and you can just steer the bike where you want to put it. And that gearbox just so super smooth, even from a very low gear. Now I'm in 6 at the moment, rolling at 40 mile an hour, but you could just lay that power on from 6 and no complaints whatsoever. So I do like to check out the gearbox and see what it runs like. But upshifting and downshifting on this is so superb. It's what you'd expect from a Triumph. and then just coming in hard on the braking, just look how quick that stops. That is gut-wrenchingly good on those brakes. And you've got that typical Triumph purr from that engine as well. So obviously we have sold a lot of bikes this week. The Ninja has gone. We've got someone coming to look at one of the Daytonas this week, so that black Daytona, we got a viewing on that. Someone's coming to look at the R1, so we are now starting to get a lot of interest in the bikes. Obviously everybody's thinking, oh, lockdown is starting to ease, let's think about getting back out on a bike. And obviously I was out on the bike on Sunday, took it for a little run, and there was a lot of bikers out. So if you are into a used motorcycle, we've got the new ones in 125. All the new ones are starting to arrive now. But if you are into a used bike, currently stocking around about 41 bikes. So if you are into a used bike, link is down the bottom right hand side for the website. That is eclipsemotocylesmk.co.uk. Telephone numbers down there as well, 01908 643 603. Pop on the page, have a look at what the guys have got up for sale, and some really nice bikes. That Kawasaki's in there as well, the ZZR 1400 Gen 1. I'm surprised that no one's had an interest in that at the moment, because that is in lovely, lovely condition. If I hadn't got one myself, I would have had that one. Obviously we've got a couple of cruisers in. We've got the Hyosung GV125, we've got the Yamaha Dragstar that is in, Kawasaki ER6F, Suzuki Bandit, that has been shown some interest, got a viewing on that this week. So a lot of people interested in bikes at the moment. But give the guys from Eclipse Motorcycles a call. As I said, the number was on that link a while ago. Easiest way to keep an eye on everything, so that's the Facebook pages, the garage pages, my pages, my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc, etc, is up on the website, revbomb.co.uk. Address is down the bottom right hand side, pop on there. Easiest way to find it, go to my social media pages, have a look at the social media, there's links all in there, and of course all the people that I follow on YouTube are all on my YouTube feed. Down in the comment section below, or in my comments, all the bikers that I follow. And it was good to see my friend Military Biker out, riding his Harley around Canada. A nice one, Stevie. So I'm going to head back to the garage. Ride test completed on the Triumph Sprint, no issues found whatsoever. This does ride so superbly, absolutely love this. Ideal commuting bike. Now this one has sold, unfortunately, so as I say, you snooze you lose. They do go pretty quick, because obviously all our guys do a really good PDI inspection process on these. And customer due to collect this week. So, heading back to the garage, guys, just a quick ride test on this one, just to show you this Triumph Sprint, absolutely beautiful. And until the next time, whatever you're doing this week, be well, get your jabs in. If you're out riding, ride safe. And until the next time with RB and the crew, as always, it's a big goodbye from me.